that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up if your dog fall in your ball.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They go play action here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Let's go. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out.
The game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Ryan on second down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 67 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And here now a spin. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On third and goal, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? You have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Garoppolo looks to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Garoppolo rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Like 20! 6!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
13.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now McKinnon to start the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Garoppolo now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now McKinnon. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Garoppolo now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown as a 49er. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st down, Ryan. And some room to maneuver. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
third down, Ryan. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Ryan to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't